Peace be with you and welcome to Spiritual Court. If you are new here, welcome. Come on in. If you're new, my disclaimer to you and recommendation is to one, come in checking yourself emotionally, intelligently, spiritually. How are you feeling? Are you in a high vibration? Because if you're not, I don't recommend that you watch this reading. I don't recommend that you watch anything other than yourself by way of going within. And what's leading me to give you this prerequisite before you come into spiritual court? Well, the full moon is mooning. It's in Scorpio. It's a real energy, right? In the middle of Taurus energy. Coincidentally, Scorpio and Taurus are polarity signs, right? So this allows us to tap into death, transformation, resurrection, ascension, and or rebirth, and what that looks like, feels like, and is, right? So with the Taurus energy, it's a constant reminder to stay grounded, stay responsible to your earthly responsibilities, whatever that is that you do in the world in order to assure that you have a decent life. Now, newcomers, why am I giving you all of that? Because sometimes people come in to spiritual court in a misconception that they can come into the comments and say whatever they want. One, I always say, respect yourself above everybody else, okay? That way it's easy to respect other people. Yeah, just like that. In the comments, out of the comments, maybe that's a part of your makeup, maybe it is not. I will leave that for you to judge yourself, but welcome. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Now listen, in spiritual court, people that are returning back, welcome back. You already know that sometimes I come off like the prosecutor and oftentimes I come off like the defendant. Well, the reality is I'm a combination of all of the above, okay? So none of those answers, questions are wrong, okay? I support all energies. Be it good, bad, and or indifferent. Let's dive into this reading. Let's just see what is going on. How y'all feeling? Check yourself emotionally. Are you calibrated? Are you in balance with your feminine and masculine energy? This is a beautiful time. Are you asking yourself, what am I manifesting right now at this time? Because this Scorpio moon is a good time, y'all. Ooh. To resurrect some things and also to allow some things to die and stay dead, okay? Be that person, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you know the deal. Be that a person, place, or thing, okay? Yeah, I meant that literally, facetiously. Let those things die. Let those doors close, because when those doors close, and you do it in a way that you don't resist the process, it absolutely puts you in alignment. I will attest, I can confirm, for new doors to open, for new experiences, which will require a new version of yourself. Welcome to Spiritual Court. If you made it through the long intro and you got the gift of patience, that is a virtue, right? Come on in. Bring intuition and discernment. A lot of less energy, okay? So I did a couple of videos in the memberships. I'm going to be honest, okay? This definitely resonates. Shout out to the members if you're here. Welcome at all levels. I love you. You know, over there we got exclusive readings, okay? That will never make it to the public eye. But that's so funny. I feel like this energy is piggybacking off of a reading that I just did for the members. Interesting. So this says lust, greed, by any means necessary, inconsiderate energy, psychopathic energy. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it a buck. Okay. Lust is not always connected to sex. Lust can be somebody lusting after your looks, or lusting after your business ideas, or lusting after your lifestyle, or something that makes you who you are. It's that it factor, right? A certain je ne sais quoi about you, lusting. Because at the bottom of this card, it also says, by any means necessary, inconsiderate energy, right? Somebody wants your sweetness, something about you that they feel that you have that makes life easy. And this is the benefit, honestly, to going within and knowing who you are. Know thyself. Okay, so I'm talking to somebody that knows themselves. You know you have an it factor that's not like anybody else. And when you're amongst other people who feel the same, it's comparable to your energy, it's never an issue, right? But somebody has an issue with your it factor. This lets me know that somebody does not want to go within. They don't know who they are because they're too busy lusting after you. What you're doing, child, eyes glued to your life, and everything in their life is falling apart. You also have this person blocked, okay? This could be literally, spiritually, mentally, physically, on social media. You have them blocked. It could be all of the above. This says you've moved on. You have nothing to say. You stop calling. I always say, that sometimes no response is the best response, especially when people know what role they played in a connection with you. When you know what you did, like, where's the conversation? What are we talking about? Like, okay. Right. So you block this person. You have nothing to say. You're not giving somebody the benefit of the doubt. You're all talked out. You're all cried out. It's a wrap, right? And now somebody's lusting after your energy, right? They also could be wondering, why is it so easy for you to move on? Again, know thyself. When you go within and you really put yourself in alignment, just in my opinion, chime in. Maybe you have a different opinion. Maybe you feel different. But in my opinion, when you move on and you know who you are, you make solid decisions that you don't regret. Okay? And somebody was too busy trying to cut corners, is what I just heard, by any means necessary. Now they're sitting up looking hopeless, lost. Yeah, that scorpionic energy is about to put you through a death, honey. This scorpionic moon, this full moon, it ain't no joke, okay? So somebody's sitting up somewhere feeling hopeless, lost, depressed. And unfortunately, you know, I'm very sensitive to this energy. They could be contemplating where their life is going or where it's about to end. That says loss, depression, and suicide, feeling hopeless. Okay. Again, this is somebody that played a game for too long. They got many, many signs, memos from the universe to focus on themselves, and they decided not to. Now they're salty, bitter, angry. Okay. And the crazy part about it is, if you've blocked them, you've moved on with nothing to say. That means that you're not even around for them to not like you. So they can't say that you're the reason for them being in this nasty energy. Like, let's keep it real. Somebody's sitting in the presence of themselves, having to deal with themselves in this nasty energy. There's nobody around. They can't turn to the next person and say, you pissed me off. It's like, no, you're sitting there alone by yourself in a bitter, angry, and petty energy, salty. Okay. Yeah, sometimes there's just like, yeah, what is that about? Somebody's going through a wave of emotions. They're all over the place. I love you, I hate you, I love you, I hate you. They're feeling hopeless. This person needs to stay in a hermit energy for however long that is. This says boundaries, disrespectful, enough is enough, defending yourself. Somebody was straight Ten of Swords energy. Okay, this is somebody that did too much. Whatever this is, only you know, they know. The universe knows the truth. Okay, karma is saying it's your side, there's their side. And then there's what happened. Whatever happened, Divine Collective, you set a boundary. You said enough. Enough is enough. Somebody was very disrespectful. You defended yourself. You protected your energy. You blocked this person. You said, by any means necessary, I'm going to get peace. And by any means necessary, somebody was seeking to be inconsiderate. These are two different energies that, you know, will never go together. It's like oil and water, right? So you moved away. You got waves of emotions, worry, fear, doubt, whoever this is, okay? They're messed up, okay? So something made a left turn. They made a left turn, you made a right. You went in the opposite direction. You know, all I can do is laugh at this stuff, okay? To keep from crying, because I feel like these are people hitting brick walls that was just long overdue. It ain't really nothing else to say, okay? Beautiful divine angels, ancestors, I dedicate my gift to the universe. Put my energy, or keep my energy, thank you, in truth, clarity, alignment with that which needs to be said. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody wanted to collaborate with you, but they wanted to kind of feed off of your work, your efforts. Okay, that's what I just heard, but not do any work. Okay, so universe, divine angels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, please come in to assist me as I channel this energy. Gaia, please keep me grounded. Thank you so much, creator of all things. Anybody coming in with any nasty energy, just mirror it back to them so maybe they can look at themselves, okay? And ask themselves questions like, why am I feeling that way? Why am I doing that? So say I, so say we. All the haters, be quiet. If this is resonating with you so far, give it a thumbs up, a thumbs down, whatever you decide to do. I support you in the energy. So a King of Swords is significant. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Aquarius energy is the life bearer, water bearer. You give life, teacher energy, healing energy. You have healed, is what I just heard. Then you got Libran energy, air energy, the scales, liberation of the people, making people go within. Big Virgo energy, okay, complementing the Libran energy. And then you got Gemini by way of that King of Swords energy, which is communication. So something about effectively communicating yourself, okay? Effectively communicating not just to others, but to yourself. This person's being guided to go within, but I feel like going within is going to lead to isolation And it's an isolation that they don't want to have. They feel forced into being isolated. They don't want to go within. It's scary there. They don't like it. Very codependent energy, okay? Even if they don't admit it, that's what it is. You got the King of Swords energy. So this could be you, okay? I feel like you're mirroring to this person who you are. And they want a Two of Cups with you. But energetically, spiritually, they're not up to par. Yeah, somebody that did too much. You got the Two of Cups, King of Swords energy. You're being very selective about your connections and your partnerships, okay? For those of you that are meeting new people, doing new things, you know, just feeling real good. Like, come through. This is beautiful energy. You're in the King of Swords energy. You're being very intelligent, spiritually intelligent. Yeah, you're tapping into your wisdom. I've been here before, seen this. You're really working your way around these new connections with the Two of Cups, okay? And the Hermit. You're continuing to check with your higher self. I just heard, I can't let my higher self down. Yeah, never. You've been through too much to leave your intuition and your discernment at home. So you take it with you. You take it everywhere you go. I can't make it up. So you got the Moon, okay? You got the Moon and the Four of Cups. Yeah. You got the Ace of Wands. Look at the way this person is divining with the higher realms, ascended masters, getting higher knowledge. Ace of Wands is divine intervention. Look at the fire. Fire represents passion. Fire also represents getting rid of something that you can't use anymore, right? You know, fire can be used for a multiple of reasons. In this case, it's used to burn a bridge, is what I just heard. Ace of Wands. Somebody's like divining with their higher self. This is also giving warrior energy. Warrior energy, fighting for something that's worth you fighting for your peace, protecting your peace is what I just heard. Moved on, nothing to say. Stop calling, you block somebody, because that is a move of self-protection. That's self-care. Hell yeah. Okay, no is a complete sentence. Yeah, this person is you know, going through a lot with the Moon. They want to be a friend, but they want to be a hidden enemy at the same time. The two just will never be able to go hand in hand. I mean, those energies absolutely can stay together, but they just can't be around you. How you going to be a friend and an enemy at the same time? You got the Four of Cups. It's a missed opportunity. Yeah. Look at the way this person is having to deal with their inner child. They're very immature. Okay. So I feel like they've made a lot of bad decisions in life in general. A lot of regrets. A lot of times that they could have taken alternate roads. Look at all those different paths. But they just stood still. This is about fear. Somebody's afraid of life, afraid to make a mistake, afraid to be alone, afraid to feel. And so they could have moments of disrespect. Like this says disrespectful. Enough is enough. This person has childish outbursts, tantrums. They have bouts of just disrespectful moments, okay? Enough is enough, though. Yeah, look. This person's got to deal with their inner beast. Look at this person. Somebody could even turn into somebody different at night. I don't know what that's about. That could have something to do with their shadow side. Like somebody turns into something else at night. I just heard dealing with their lustful desires. Lustful desires, greed by any means necessary. Like somebody's willing to do anything. That's dangerous. Anything to get what it is that they want, even if the something else is something unhealthy. Somebody's got like a night self. Something happens in the night. I don't know why that creature is giving the freaks come out at night type energy. Yeah, somebody's like on a hunt by any means necessary. Clarify what's going on, Holy Spirit. What happened? What happened? Got the 10 of Cups, yeah. Or the 9 of Cups, excuse me. Yeah. Something happens with this person. They could even change around the moon cycles. I'm going to keep it real with you. Very dark energy, very dark lineage. There's curses on this lineage that somebody's got to break. And I feel like this person is refusing to. So they're staying in them. Look at this. This is like on the hunt with the moon's energy. Somebody turns into something else in the night. Ooh, goodness. What am I channeling? And you got the 9 of Cups. Look at the way this person turns into a creature of desire, lust, by any means necessary. Whatever this is that they're hunting for, whatever it is that they want, they will do anything. 9 of Cups to get it. It's like somebody that is saying, whatever I want, I get type energy. It's a lustful energy. Look at the wish fulfillment. See the feminine in the water? But notice she's in the water, she's healing. And then look at the ancestor above her in the heavens guiding her into wishing. See that ancestor above her head? And you see this man who's coming in with his lower desires, almost to devour her water. Cups represents healing. Okay, that could represent, her womb energy. She's a healer though. So this person is, it's almost like they're yearning for your healing. Look at the water. Interesting. But they're in turmoil. Things are in something's wreaking havoc in their life. This is something that they can face or leave alone, or what is this? Clarify. This is some thick ass energy. It's thick. Yeah, it's something that they themselves have to tackle. It's like a trickster energy. Like somebody does just enough. They're good just long enough to get what they want. And then they turn into this give me what I want type energy. So I guess when you felt like this wasn't something that you were open to, this person felt bitter and angry and petty. And they turned into somebody very destructive. Look at this person. Almost attacking. You had to defend yourself. Yeah, I can't make it up. Somebody wanted to attack you because you wouldn't let them have their way. Somebody could have had an outburst. Something that really turned you off, turned you sour. Like it left a sour taste in your mouth type energy. Yeah, look. And here you are taming your inner beast. You're somebody that's broke your generational curses. Yeah. Whatever this is, it's over. You got the 2 of Swords having to make a decision. 2 of Swords is about dark and light. Look at the way. You see the dark and light, the dark man, the light man. And then you got the heavens. You got war in the heavens. Having to make a decision. See the ancestors. See the war angels. Right? Picking and choosing your battles. That's what this means here. Free will. So you walked away and this person went crazy. Clarify what happened? Hopeless, lost, depression, and suicide. Yeah, they're losing it. King of Cups in the reverse. This is like lack of self-love, unfortunately. Yeah, lack of self-love. They could be contemplating suicide. They're bitter and they're angry. Yeah, the 5 of Pentacles because they feel abandoned. Whatever this is, the feeling is too overwhelming. Look at the way the ancestors are in the ethers. Somebody's wounded. Somebody wounded their lineage, wounded their ancestors because they refuse to break this curse off their life. Look, they wounded their lineage. 5 of Pentacles. Okay? Lack of self-love. Somebody did too much. Clarify they did too much. Emotional, worry, fear. Yeah, the truth came out. I feel like whoever you are, when you encountered this person, you represent so much truth that they couldn't hide anything. Like there's so much truth around you. When you walk in the room, the truth has to be told. Like somebody can't lie. There's too much honesty. Ace of Swords, direct connection to source. This is wisdom. You're wise. You come from a royal and loyal lineage. And you've broken too many generational curses to be sitting with somebody who turns into something in the night. It's like a hunter, a feeding energy, something like that. It's a generational curse on this person's life. Yeah, it's a generational curse. Look. I can't make this up. Knight of Wands in the reverse, reckless energy. This could also be misuse of sexual energy. Promiscuous, like hunting. Until they get what they want with the 9 of Cups. Child, somebody is a trickster energy. They come in, look at the rabbit energy, very frisky, very happy, very young, offering friendship, offering a cup of love. But honey, when the sun goes down in the middle of the night, the freaks come out at night. Somebody is something else. Now they're feeling hopeless, lost, depressed. Clarify. It's giving entity attachment. I can't make this up. You got the Knight of Wands in the reverse and the King of Wands in the upright. Clarify the King of Wands. This is somebody's forefathers. Somebody sent you into this person's life to help them. Not as a slave, but as a helper. And somebody wanted to make you a slave. You see the way that divine feminine energy is at the feet of this king? Not because she's weak, but because she's strong enough to be there. She's a healer. She was sent in by the divine. Yeah. And actually, you know what's so interesting? That's a feminine. It's a very androgynous energy. It's almost like a mother, father, that looks like a man or a woman. What is this? Hold on, let me see. She's at the feet of the elders. This is an elder, a teacher, a leader. It's a feminine. Queen of Swords energy. So we got the King of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. But she's receiving guidance, intelligence from her ancestors on how to treat a king who could possibly be wounded in some way. It's like she's seeking counsel. She also looks like she's with child. Okay? But she's getting divine intervention. And it's telling her to protect her energy and move on, because you can't help everybody. But you got the King of Wands here. Clarify the King of Wands. Yeah, which is the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Let me tell you something. The divine sent in somebody to a divine masculine who's still in the Knight of Wands in the reverse energy, lustful energy, who has the potential to be a King of Wands, okay? This is who they have the potential to be, but they refused it. Look at this. This is divine intervention. It's almost like sending in a helper, a helpmeet, somebody to help you, a mother, a lover, not a slave, but a healer. Because even with this woman could have approached this situation in the wrong way. Maybe that's where I got at the feet of a king. Even though that's a feminine, energetically, I get this vision of a woman being at the feet of a king, but this king is a Knight of Wands in the reverse. And so they're having to come to some type of higher understanding, right? That you can't help everybody type energy. Oof, my goodness. You got the Ace of Wands in the reverse though. So this is like somebody turning down divine intervention. So the reason they're lost, it's bigger than you walking away. Although you are somebody that the Most High sent in, it appears as though their ancestors orchestrated some type of a union, and somebody was still in this trickster energy, bound to some type of generational curse that they're comfortable with. Let's be clear. They're comfortable with this non-committal energy. Yeah, look. Three of Wands energy. Yeah, look, it's like somebody on the hunt. You see the hyenas? And then you got the ancestors in the heavenly realms clearing the path for somebody to see something, but they're still in this beast mode, beast energy, very self-absorbed energy. Yeah. Arrogant energy. Three of Wands, this person was supposed to collaborate with you, but they missed the opportunity. Like the door is really closed. Like there's no more opportunities. Somebody could be feeling hopeless. They could be thinking, how are they going to encounter somebody else like you? Maybe this person's going through some type of revelation, but they gotta kill this beast. Whatever this is attached to their bloodline, their lineage, this curse, this depriving energy, whatever this is, something that puts them in the energy of deprivation. Like they feel like they don't deserve to be happy. They got to get rid of that. Their ancestors are telling them to kill this out of our bloodline. Like we're ready to ascend. The Ace of Wands is in the reverse. Somebody has cursed their lineage. They're wounded. Five of Pentacles. Look, they wounded their bloodline. They got ancestors in the ethers that are wounded. Like, fool, we sent you in somebody to help you. You could have been a friend. This could have been a sibling. This could have been a partner. Anything. Whatever it is, you block this person. You got the King of Pentacles coming in, okay? Whatever this is. Big divine masculine energy, y'all. Big divine masculine energy. A new partnership or something like that, okay? Clarify. And although suicide is a really unfortunate energy, like, I feel like this is real energy, and that's unfortunate. Hopefully this person sees that there's something else beyond whatever they're thinking is not there. But I feel like somebody's having a big ego death. And they've been very disrespectful. They just have memories of being disrespectful, spazzing out. Okay, I just heard on good people. Enough is enough. You defended yourself and you walked away. As you consulted with your ancestors, they cleared the path for you and guided you to move on. And you don't feel bad about it, and you shouldn't. Yeah, look at this person blinded. This person's got eyes from the heavens looking at them. Look at that. They're under judgment. Somebody is blind, just walking blind, blindfolded, looking, don't know which way to go. Like, they got to get it together. A lot of confusion around this person. And it didn't have to be that way. That's what I just heard. So there's been opportunities for them to ascend. Yeah, look, temperance energy. Angels coming in, war angels, for them to ascend, to balance out that shadow and that light, yin yang energy, to ascend. These are like war angels, warring for this person, fighting for this person, only to be wounded in the ethers, in the astral realms. Like, this person's ancestors were there. Look, fighting for them. 9 of Wands. Protecting them, guiding them. And somebody just kept, like, whatever they are in the night. Clarify. Yeah, they like something weird in the night. Big reptilian energy. Look at that. In the reverse, they turn into something else. Look at this in the upright. Look at the heavenly realm. This person's warring with their reptilian self. Notice the embarrassment. It's like they're looking at something, some type of dark energy outside of themselves, but they're hiding it. Notice the way his tail is the same as his reptilian's tail. Something about the lower self, lower entities, root chakra energy, possibly sexual promiscuity, but feeding in a very violent way. Yes, it's something about the night where this person changes. Something like that. Yeah, I can't make it up. It's a shapeshifter, trickster energy. But now they can't change up. They have to face whatever this is that they keep hiding, that they're acting like it's not a problem. It's demonic. I can't make it up. And their ancestors are on their ass. This ain't even got nothing to do with you at this point, to be quite honest. It's just coming out in spiritual court because it's coming out. It's the energy that we're supposed to channel. So shall it be. Anything we don't need to see, just close that door respectfully. But the 3 of Pentacles, okay? This person was supposed to collaborate with you, and now you're on to new collaborations. So let me just be clear. Whenever these people or persons or whoever y'all have left behind or we've left behind, when they don't rise to the occasion to answer the call and fulfill their spiritual contract, those cycles get closed out through moon cycles, retrograde, transmuted, whatever it is. Once those doors have been closed, the universe is reading your energy, Divine Collective. If you stay in that high frequency, you got new collaborations coming in. Just because one person didn't want to do something doesn't mean that your contracts, your spiritual contracts with people, be that business, pleasure, partnership, 2 of Cups, they still have to be fulfilled. So the ancestors, what they do is they're celebrating you. They're saying, hey, even though this person didn't fulfill their end of the contract, okay, they now have to be surrendered to their ancestors. Their ancestors are judging them. This is what's going on. Look, they're watching them make these blind decisions. We're sending you in people. We're sending you in help to ascend, And you keep going back into something that you don't need to go back into, whatever that is. Two of Cups. So the ancestors are celebrating these new spiritual contracts with the Two of Cups. I can't make it up. Hey. Toil and labor. I can't make it up. Look at you. Craftsmanship, workmanship. You being about your father's work, being about your mother's work, being about your lineage work. Eight of Pentacles is like focused on what it is that you're doing. Yeah, for some of you, you come from a long line of inventors. Look at the ancestor in the heavens. Scientists, alchemists. Yeah. So you walking away from this was something that was absolutely vital for your lineage to move forward. Yeah, whatever this is, somebody got to deal with their bloodline. Clarify, it's like some type of entity attachment. It sure the heck is. I can't make it up. I know what I see. You got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. They always get the short end of the stick. It's like following some type of lust, some type of wish fulfillment, something that they sell themselves on, whatever this is. I'm getting a lot of sex too, but disrespect. Like, it's weird. It's this entity energy. I don't know what that is. This person, it got moving through them in the night, whatever it is, okay? But it's almost like it leads them down this dark path of like a wish fulfillment, like something's going to be different. Notice the way this person is coming with their snake to come after that feminine, right? It's going to be different. It's a wish fulfillment. And so they get shortchanged every time. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. They always get the short end of the stick. They always end up being the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Somebody very reckless. And this is what their ancestors are seeing. This is what their ancestors are saying. Look at the ancestor in the heavens. This person comes from a long line of warriors, athletes, kings, queens, jubilant people, people that were depending on them, sending in people, places, lovers, bosses, supervisors, neighbors, people, divine intervention. They just turn it out. Everything good. Look. Nonconformists. Everything is fine when everything is wrong. So now they're feeling suicidal. It's their ancestors tormenting them. Y'all, I'm going to keep it real. Somebody got a spirit problem. These are ancestors whooping on their ass for making bad decisions, for embarrassing us. This is what the ancestors are saying. Like, you embarrassed us. Like, we sending you in people. This is who this person is a King of Wands in the upright. And possibly, potentially, all these other kings. Let's just be clear. Don't have to always be a King of Wands. It might not be. Could be. But they're sending in helpers. Look, Queen of Pentacles. And somebody just keeps tearing up something. They keep ending up wounded. But again, initially, the pursuit seems to be happy. Nine of Cups. Like, whoo, yeah, this is going to be good. Then they end up with the short end of the stick. And it's Nine of Wands. Unfulfilled. Yeah, Six of Pentacles in the reverse. It's just sex. It's like a bad investment. You know, this man doesn't respect his lineage. He doesn't respect his seed. Or this feminine. This could be a feminine too. Take it as it resonates. Yeah, this is what they're saying. So with this reckless energy, whatever this is, it could be sexual, whatever. I'm getting sexual, but something takes over. Like, I don't know what this is, or whatever it is, it takes over, okay? And somebody opens the door to it. They receive it. They allow this, whatever this is, to use them physically, okay, in order to get some type of insatiable desire fed, only to end up with the short end of the stick. They keep getting tricked out of their lineage. And in that, what they're doing is they're making bad spiritual contracts. Whenever you're a man and you lay down with somebody out of a lust and a desire of something that's taken over you, you're not even in your right mind making a decision. You're releasing your bloodline into a dirty womb, and somebody that's receiving that is allowing people to put their lineage into their body. These are cursed lineages. Somebody's lineage is saying, bitch, you keep sleeping with all these people and doing all these reckless things and just being belligerent because somebody's taking on energies that don't even belong to them because of the people that they slept with. That's like sleeping with an angry person and you start to get angry. You go, yo, this is not my energy. I'm not mad. Yeah, you taking on their demons. This is what I just heard. Ace of Wands in the reverse, and then everything divine. You don't want that. You just keep turning it down because somebody's lineage is royal, honey. But they're going to beat the hell out this person. I just heard beat this person into submission. Damn. 5 of Pentacles. They put their lineage in poverty and they're like fighting something that they've opened their door up to. Somebody could have slept with a low vibrational person and taken on their energy. They're acting like a demon. They're acting like a devil, and their lineage is that of gods. Royal lineage, athletes energy, warrior energy. Somebody comes from a lot of warriors. So when I tell you they're pissed off, they're pissed. The reason that this person is sitting hopeless, lost, depressed, suicidal, your ancestors are beating the shit out of you. I mean, beating the shit out of you. Literally, they're beating the shit out of you. Whatever you done got inside of you, they yanking it out. They're trying to upgrade this person's DNA and snatch all this bullshit out, whatever this is. But somebody keeps running back and putting it right back on. They could be sleeping with a succubus energy. They could be sleeping with a witch, somebody from another cursed lineage. Now they put more curses back on their lineage. And now, look, they can't even see their way. This means that they have no divine intervention. With all those eyes on them, this is like judgment, but blind. They don't even know which way they're going. They don't know what to do. They've hit a stagnant point in their life. They're lost. They don't have no spiritual counsel. Somebody's pissed off their lineage, man. With the world at the bottom of the deck, you were told to block this person and get away. Your ancestors were like, we done already done our work. You done broke all your curses. Pretty much all of them. Okay. We working on keeping them off. Okay. We good. We don't need to go back. Yeah. You were guided to walk away. Look, the world, you conquered this. It's over. This is a new cycle for you. And somebody's on another cycle. But again, them being bitter, angry, petty, salty, they're taking on all of the energies of other people that they connected with. And somebody laid down with a beast or two and took on some type of nasty, like, entity. This is an entity attachment. Somebody's bloodline is cursed. And if somebody laid down with somebody out of their lust and out of their desires, yeah, look at that feminine. She's protected by the water. She's a healer. She's healed, and this man is coming after her for healing. And this could be vice versa. Take it as it resonates. Could be a man in the water as a healer. Okay? In his feminine energy. But somebody's ancestors is moving the wind, honey, for you. Blowing you in a whole nother direction. Whew. We're going to dig more into this entity. I'm going to take a little bit of a break here. I'm going to put part 2 in the memberships. Meet me over there, okay? It's going to be 23 cents, y'all. So if you want to see the other part of this reading, we're going to get more into it, go a little bit more in depth. There's just some things here that are censored. And, you know, in memberships, we kind of get a little bit more uncensored based on the guidelines by YouTube. But I feel like I want to dig into this entity. I feel like somebody's lineage is telling me to go a little bit deeper. I feel like somebody keeps laying down with a demon or a woman or a man, or their lustful desires is out of control. And whatever this is, they can't control it. It's just wreaking havoc in their life, and it wants to take them out. That's why they're in that hopeless energy, suicidal energy, emotional worries, disrespect. Yeah, somebody's all over the place. Somebody's ancestors are saying, that's not us. We've sent you help. Type energy. So I'm going to dive into that. I'm going to put it into the memberships. I'm going to leave the cards just like this, and I'll see y'all over there, okay? Peace be with you.